Welcome back to the Farmers Insurance Halftime Report, and as Gary suggested, the nature of today's game is to provide hurricane relief throughout the country. And I'm here with Deputy Director of Athletics for Lafayette College, Kaitlyn McKittrick. Katie, first of all, again, welcome to the Lafayette Sports Network.
Thanks for having me.
Recently, Katie, you were named chairman of the Committee on Legislative Relief. And it was really the catalyst for creating not only this exhibition game, but games like it all over the country. In fact, teams have been allowed to play an extra game in support of that cause. Tell us about your role in it and how Lafayette became involved.
Yeah, sure. So as the chair, I was asked to sit in on a call with the Men's Basketball Oversight Committee to review this waiver and whether or not sort of it met the values of the NCAA and our institutions. And certainly there was a lot of support. There's a lot of organizations that need help right now with all the tragedies all over the country. So what was actually approved was that institutions could play this extra game, 100% of the proceeds, gross proceeds, you couldn't kind of net anything. And all of that was going to some sort of disaster relief foundation. So we decided, and I spoke with Fran right away once we knew these were going to get approved and said, is this something you want to be part of? And he was, of course, as we know, Coach O was right on it and started making phone calls, and Penn State was available for this state, and it worked for us as well. And so we very quickly worked on that waiver and got it going.
Why do you think America One was the charity that was chosen? Was there something specific about that organization that attracted you guys?
Yeah, so we decided to go with that because it helped all areas of hurricane disaster areas, not just Houston or not just Florida or not just Puerto Rico. And it was benefiting all areas, which certainly we have a couple student athletes from different areas, and as does Penn State, so it worked for both of us and our larger community. People know people all over the country, and they're all suffering. And One America, everything goes to 100% goes to that disaster relief, which was also really important to us.
I think all of us have seen the promotional videos. I think the 4 or 5 living presidents are involved in that. And if you go to the website, you'll see that. It's really easy to make your donation. I'm sure that a lot will depend on the success of this kind of program this year, but do you see, with success, do you see similar kinds of programs being run in the future? Yeah,
absolutely. I think it's a great way to use sports as a vehicle to engage our community in causes, and our student athletes really, and student community, in causes that are bigger than just what's happening in our local community. And as Lafayette grows and our enrollment grows, we're recruiting nationally and internationally. And so things are going to impact our students, and we can use athletics to help get that message out. And next week, actually, at the football game with our Feel the Hill promotion, we're also running a food drive for local children in need who can't get food on the weekends, and we're donating all the canned food to that organization. And so any opportunity we have to engage the community in that way, we're definitely going to take advantage of.
It also brings the Lafayette community together, because I've been here a long time, as have you, Katie, and we know that our student body is so active in all kinds of volunteer and service opportunities. This is in lockstep with what they do. One quick more question about this game. Was it kind of serendipitous or just kind of a coincidence that Fran O'Hanlon and Pat Chambers, both from Philadelphia, both have Villanova connections, or did it just happen that way?
I think it was just serendipitous that way.
And our proximity to Penn State, there's a lot of blue and white here today, and everybody's getting together for a good cause. On another topic, folks have seen our promotional video where the students say, if you can play, you can play. It's about the Lafayette Respect Initiative. Talk to us about that and its impact it's had on the community.
Yeah, so that was started a couple years ago, and it was really a little bit initiated through the LGBTQ community at large, and making sure that students and coaches and staff who are affiliated with our program understand that one of our core values is respect, and respect of all differences, and that if you can play, you can play. And that's no matter who you are, where you come from, what religion you are, what race, what gender expression, whatever that is, you can play here, and we're respectful of that and inclusive. So we did the You Can Play video. We've done a couple other talks and speakers on campus related, again, to some of the national issues that, we can't just live in a vacuum here and think that they're not impacting our students, even though maybe it's not happening on our campus. And so some broader conversations that's really gotten us involved with that cause.
Katie, I think that anyone who has played, especially at the higher levels, if you're a member of a team, I think it's one of the terrific ways that barriers can be broken down. And I think the Respect Initiative is certainly a worthwhile and worthy cause. And I think that athletes can lead the way. Katie, you've done a terrific job for us. Thanks so much. It's always a pleasure to chat with you.
Thanks for having me.
Maybe we can do it again later in the year and talk about some other things.
That would be great.
Terrific.
Thank you.